Hi there. This is 8 o'clock on a Wednesday evening in the United Kingdom. My name is Gary. It's Gold Nugget Nation. And this week, I've had some questions that have come in, and they've all been around what's going on in the world. It's not an easy conversation to have. It's a conversation that leaves me sometimes wondering where I stand publicly. And so tonight I'm going to make a stand. We all know that something's going on in the world right now. Everybody is very aware that there's conflict, there's inflation, there is an encroaching cost of living that people just are stunned with. Food is becoming outrageously expensive. Some food is becoming scarce. It's just not there anymore. Part of this is a consequence to war. Other parts of it is supply chain. Some parts of it almost make you believe that the conspiracy theorists of the past were actually telling you the truth, that there would become a point in time when there would be a set of conspiring minds that would hold you over a barrel, where you would have to decide, do you want to have heat in the wintertime or do you want to eat? It's a very, very serious situation. Lots of people coming to me saying that their hearts are heavy, that they are starting to feel fear nibbling at them. And they realize that the stakes are huge. There are huge stakes out in the world tonight. And it's just not really fair to the world what we are doing right now for ourselves. It's a huge risk. And it's imperative that we have to play the game from this point moving forward. Now, the economic challenges are going to be coming for months on end. It may take years for us to get through the international conflicts that governments seem to be wanting to fund and support at a great cost to the people of their own nations. And as individuals who are in business, we are going to see our taxes inflate, etc. But one thing that the economic experts are all agreeing on is that it's going to take many years to get us out of this. Now, I understand. I don't want to sit here and be a doom and gloom prediction type of person. I'd prefer to stick with the positive stories, the positive strategies, the positive ideas. And I'm often like that. I love to bury myself in looking at possibilities. We love possibility figures. We admire them. When we see one that stands out amongst the crowd, people are fascinated and they want to follow that natural leader. We don't really want to follow the person that's just telling us it's bad and it's going to get worse. We want to hear the person who says, hey, it's going to get better and better. When we talk to people, we want to hear people who tell us, when we say, hey, how are you? They say, I've never been better. Oh, it's just getting better and better every day. That's the kind of person I want to talk to. I don't want to talk to the person saying, oh my gosh, it's just like a downward spiral. Everything's getting blacker and blacker. I think we'll all be dead next week. Not interested in talking to that person. And I don't think you are either. So if we can accept the fact that even though we might be surrounded by doom and gloom, there is no reason for us to be stuck in this. Now, I don't know how many of you have ever listened to George Carlin. I mean, the man swears like a sailor, although he was in the Air Force, from what I understand. But George Carlin has a very short video clip that's called, It's a Big Club and You Ain't in It. And it kind of talks about why things are the way they are and why we feel powerless about the things that happen, no matter who we vote for. It just seems that more and more is coming on. I'm going to give you a link at the bottom below. It's only a few minutes. It might give you a good laugh, and it might also give you a little bit of things to ponder. Not that I want to sit back and say, hey, it's a big club and you ain't in it. But the truth of the matter is, it is a big club and you ain't in it. But that doesn't mean that you can sit back and say, well, I'm just going to go for the ride. No, we can't turn a blind eye to a problem too long before reality slaps us in the face. And the reality is that millions of people are going to needlessly suffer because they won't be equipped with the right tools to thrive through a recession or economic downturns. The only logical thing that comes to mind is to find the tools, not only to help you weather this incoming storm, but to help you to wildly flourish like you have never flourished before at the exact same time. We have talked about the mindset that you can take a year's income and turn that into a month's income. It is possible, but you have to change what's going on up here in your head. And some people have written to me and said, you know, I read books, I listen to tapes, I keep working, but I don't seem to get any traction. I take 2 or 3 steps forward and I slide back. That's the process. Don't think you're special because you're going through that. You're like everybody else. I've never known anybody. Elon Musk goes through this. He has setback after setback. It was really interesting. Somebody said, look at how he's done so much with SpaceX. And I said, did you watch his videos in the beginning? He was launching rocket after rocket. They were exploding. They were crashing. They were going up and coming down and destroying themselves. But he was going through the process of finding, okay, what's the big flaw that we found this time? Let's fix that. Let's send up the next one and see if we got it fixed and what else went wrong. That was his approach. You know, it was constantly, let's fail forward, fail forward, fail forward. How many people remember the Tesla car when he was talking about we have these unbreakable windows, and then in a product demonstration, he smashes the window and it just shatters. Some people would have just died, and Elon Musk just kept going. And the very next day, he told his crew at Tesla how proud he was of their hard work and that they're just going to work out these flaws. And if they can't do it, they can't do it. But there's got to be a way, because he doesn't believe that you can't engineer your way around any problem. And the fact is, it's all out there. It's all there for us to enjoy. Now, I'm also going to put something up that I want you to listen to. I say listen to it for every day for 90 days if you need to do it. You should do it. It's by Earl Nightingale, The Strangest Secret. Earl Nightingale is probably the father of the positive thinking, dreaming aspect of our philosophy in this modern day. And this was really the item that launched that whole movement back in the 50s. The Strangest Secret. It's in the links below. Go ahead and listen to it. George Carlin is down there. And another thing that I want you to do is, nothing is going to change unless you do it. You're never going to take a year's income and turn it into a month's income or even a week's income unless you do it. And so I've added just something in there by Morgan Freeman, reading The Desiderata by Max Ehrmann. Just listen to it. When you want to go into your meditation, when you want to have a quiet moment, but you want to hear something, go quietly. Oh, beautiful words, beautiful words. And there's something else. Maybe I'll put it in the links as well. The poem If by Rudyard Kipling. If all these things happen in life, it doesn't matter. As long as you're grounded and you know who you are, you will be a man with some. That is what the world is all about, my friends. That is what we all need to be working towards. That's what we all need to be doing. I'm sorry if I took too long tonight. Please, this is not a disaster that's going on in the world today. There are going to be more millionaires and billionaires born in the next 90 days than may have preceded the previous year. Are you going to be one of them? Are you going to be an entrepreneur who's going to sit there and say, I see everybody screaming about how bad business is? You make the best business by being authentic, being sincere, being a servant leader, and being driven by faith. There is opportunity all around you. Everywhere you look, if your eyes are open. If they're closed, you're not going to see anything anyways. So why bother? This is your chance. Go out. That's the golden nugget for this evening. Go out, listen to these soundtracks. If you want to do that, I encourage you to. In fact, I would say the Earl Nightingale one should be something that you listen to daily, just to get yourself motivated. Put it on 1.5 times speed. Listen to it more quickly. I think it's only 35 minutes long at the tops. You can get the whole thing done in about 17 minutes. You can enjoy and you can win. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much. See you next week when I'm answering questions in regards to being an entrepreneur. Thank you. Bye. Have a great week.